Hey, Kevin, there's something you need to tell me, isn't there?
Huh? What's with that question out of nowhere?
I noticed some unusual activity in our account.
What do you mean unusual?
I was hoping you'd bring it up yourself.
Bring what up?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I really don't.
Have you checked our bank account recently?
Why do you ask?
I think you know why.
I do check it sometimes.
When was the last time you looked?
Last week maybe?
I noticed something interesting this morning.
What are you talking about?
Do you really want to play this game?
I still understand what you mean.
Let me refresh your memory.
About what?
About a rather large withdrawal.
What withdrawal?
If you're not going to say anything, I'll ask directly. Is that okay?
Fine, ask.
I know you withdrew $3,000 from our joint savings.
Wait, you already found out?
Did you think I wouldn't?
How did you know?
I get notifications every time there's a large withdrawal.
Since when?
Since we opened the account. Did you think I wouldn't notice? You clearly hoped I wouldn't. Why didn't you tell me?
Well, I was going to tell you eventually.
When exactly?
When the time was right.
And when would that be?
I just needed some time to figure out how to tell you.
How about before taking the money?
It wasn't that simple.
It was obvious the moment you withdrew it last week.
What? Since last week?
Yes, last week.
And you're only bringing it up now?
Did you think I wouldn't check?
You check the account that often?
Yes, I check our accounts daily. I saw it immediately.
Really? Every day?
Every single day.
Then why didn't you say anything before?
I wanted to see if you'd be honest with me.
You were actually testing me all this time?
I gave you a week's grace period to explain yourself. But you didn't try to tell me anything at all.
You could have just asked me directly.
Like you could have told me directly before taking the money.
That's different.
How is it different?
Look, it's not what you think.
Really? Because I think my husband took money from our shared savings without telling me.
You're just making assumptions.
Then explain it to me.
It's complicated.
Then what is it? Because from where I'm standing, you took money from our shared savings without even mentioning it.
You always jump to conclusions.
Am I wrong?
But why I did it, yes.
Then tell me why.
I ran short on spending money and did it.
Short by $3,000?
But don't misunderstand.
What's there to misunderstand?
It's not debt or anything. I just made a somewhat big purchase.
A somewhat big purchase of $3,000?
When you say it like that,
How else should I say it?
you're making this into a bigger deal than it needs to be.
We agreed to discuss any purchases over $500. Remember that conversation?
That was different.
Different how?
This was a special situation.
Special enough to break our agreement?
You don't understand.
Then help me understand. There's nothing somewhat about $3,000. What did you buy?
Do we have to discuss this now? I will talk to you when I get home.
Tell me everything right now, or I'm locking you out of the house today.
What? Can't be serious.
Try me.
Wait a minute. I just finished work, so I'm heading home.
Then you better start explaining.
Are you really going to lock your husband out?
You really want to test me on this?
Come on, it's not that serious.
Taking $3,000 without discussing it isn't serious?
You're overreacting.
Overreacting to $3,000 disappearing.
It didn't disappear, I just spent it.
Without telling me.
I was going to tell you soon.
When exactly?
Eventually.
That's not good enough.
What do you want me to say?
The truth would be nice. If you don't want to be left in the cold, tell me honestly, what did you secretly spend $3,000 on?
Fine, I'll tell you. It was a present for my sister.
What? For your sister?
Yes, my sister.
You mean April?
Yeah, I bought April a present.
A $3,000 present? That expensive?
She finally got a job offer from her first choice company.
And that requires a $3,000 gift?
As her brother, I wanted to give her something to celebrate.
And you couldn't mention this to me first?
I wanted it to be a surprise.
A surprise for who? April or me?
Both, I guess.
You spent our joint savings on your sister without telling me?
She worked really hard for this job.
And that justifies taking money without asking.
You're making it sound worse than it is.
A job offer. That's great news, but what kind of $3,000 present did you buy?
A Gookie bag.
What? You bought her a designer bag?
I got her a larger one she can use for work.
You're kidding. You bought her such a luxury brand bag?
I thought she needs something nice for work.
And I'm sure April didn't even request for this.
She didn't have to. I know what my sister needs.
Better than she knows herself.
I'm her brother. I know these things.
And what about what your wife needs? Like being consulted about joint finances?
This is different.
How is it different?
No, as her brother, I got her something I thought she'd like.
Without asking if she'd even want it?
She's joining a big company, so she needs a bag that won't embarrass her.
And you think she'd be embarrassed without a Gookie bag?
I got her one that won't make her look bad in front of her colleagues or seniors.
That'll actually draw unwanted attention.
Oh, really?
A new graduate with a designer bag? People will talk.
No way, you're just jealous.
Jealous that you spent our money without asking?
Jealous of April.
Don't deflect this onto me.
I'm not deflecting.
Besides, giving your sister a $3,000 present is weird in itself.
How is it weird?
If you'd used your own spending money, that would be one thing. But taking from our joint savings...
Don't be so cold. April's both of our sister.
Don't start with that.
You're her sister-in-law, so let's make it a present from both of us.
Don't you dare make this about both of us.
Why not? We're family.
Family consults each other about large purchases.
You're being difficult about this.
Then you should have consulted me beforehand.
You would have said no.
So you just decided to do it anyway?
You never understand when it comes to April.
Instead, you withdrew $3,000 without saying anything. That's unacceptable.
You're making it too big of a deal of this.
No, you're not making it a big enough deal.
I said I'm sorry about that.
If you're saying it's a present from both of us, then go get it back right now. Return it and get the $3,000 back, and we'll celebrate her job offer in a different way later.
What? That's for a gift back. Are you crazy? Can't do something that tacky.
Then make it a gift just from you personally, not from both of us. So you take full financial responsibility. Transfer $3,000 from your personal account to our joint savings right now.
Don't be ridiculous. I used a joint account because I don't have savings. How can I pay it back?
You're kidding. You don't have any savings in your personal account? I've been telling you to save separately from our joint account.
Shut up. My savings amount isn't relevant right now.
Fine. You've ruined my mood today.
I'm not coming home. I'm going to my parents' house.
There you go again, running away when things get difficult.
Shut up. You're the problem, always complaining. And your wife shouldn't question her husband's decisions.
Emma, dear, I'm so sorry about my idiot son again. Margaret? I just heard about the bag he bought. Oh. I never thought he would do something so selfish. He came to you about this? He burst through the door complaining about you being unreasonable. Of course he did. He was quite worked up about it. Did he tell you everything? He tried to justify himself, if that's what you mean. What did he say? That you were overreacting about a simple gift. A simple $3,000 gift. He conveniently left that part out at first. I'm sorry, too, for involving you in our marital fights. Don't apologize, dear. He was probably complaining again, wasn't he? Every word out of his mouth was about how you don't understand. Understand what exactly? His special bond with April, apparently. He always uses that excuse. Yes, he came home ranting. What else did he say? Saying you're an only child, so you just don't understand. He didn't. Also saying that $3,000 is normal between siblings. He actually said that? He did. Can you believe the nerve of that boy? I feel like I'm going crazy sometimes. You're not crazy, dear. He is. Am I overreacting? Not at all. Sometimes I wonder if I'm being too harsh. Absolutely not. You really think so? I know so. That's definitely not normal, right? Of course not. $3,000. I have 5 siblings myself, but we never give such gifts. Never? Really? Between siblings, it's $0. Zero. I tried to tell him that. He's always been generous with April, but this is too much. Too much is putting it mildly. It's getting worse, isn't it? Much worse. How long has this been going on? Even if they're close, a few $100s should be the limit. Exactly. Even that's pushing it. I don't know what to do anymore. Has he done things like this before? Not with this much money, but he often buys her expensive things. How often? Every few months, there's always something. Without telling you? Always without telling me. And never this expensive? Never this much. How does he justify it? He says it's his brotherly duty. His what? And never consults me. I can't believe this. This definitely has to stop. I've tried. Anyway, $3,000 is way over the line. I'll return the $3,000 to you later. Please don't do that. No, I insist. But it's not your responsibility at all. I can't just sit by and watch him do this to you. But I feel terrible accepting money from you. But I feel terrible about what he did. This isn't your fault. He's my son. His behavior reflects on me. No, that will actually defeat the purpose. Please let me help you somehow. I want the person who spent it to return it. I see. Oh well, you're absolutely right about that. He needs to learn on his own. I agree. He has to. I just want him to understand why this was wrong. I understand completely. I feel like I'm fighting a losing battle. Just remember, you're not alone in this. Thank you for being here. I'll tell him firmly then that he absolutely must return the $3,000 to you. Thank you for understanding. Of course, dear. Your family too. Sometimes I feel more like family with you than with him. It's the least I can do. You've been so supportive. I should have noticed this behavior earlier. It's not your fault. Oh dear, I'm so sorry about all this. That boy has such a severe sister complex. You've noticed too? Always causing trouble. It's getting worse. He just can't help doting on his much younger sister. Has he always been like this with April? Ever since she was born. They're 10 years apart, right? Yes, and it's only gotten worse with time. When did you first notice it getting worse? Probably when she started college. I didn't realize how deep this went. Maybe he wants to play the big brother role, showing off and everything. That makes sense. I thought he calmed down after seeing April earlier, but now he's saying I need to take her on a graduation trip next. What? A graduation trip for April? Can you believe it? After everything that just happened. He didn't mention anything about this to me. I thought he meant buying her travel vouchers, but no, he means going with her. With her? Together? I was too shocked for words. He actually wants to go on the trip with her? Yes, he's already looking at hotels, apparently. You're kidding. I wish I was. He hasn't even taken me on a trip in years. What? Not even for your anniversary? He always says we need to save money. While spending money on April? Exactly my point. But he can spend $3,000 on a bag for April. The irony isn't lost on me. This has to stop. I've tried telling him. I'll tell him to return the money before planning any trips. Thank you. And to take better care of his wife, too. I've tried talking to him about this so many times. And he doesn't listen? Never. What does he say when you bring it up? That I'm being jealous and unreasonable. He might not listen at all, but please try. Thank you for always being on my side. Of course, dear. You're the daughter I never had. That means a lot to me. Kevin, come back right now. I need your help.
I'm busy right now. Can it wait?
Would I text you if it could wait?
What is it? I have plans.
No, it absolutely cannot wait. Plans more important than an emergency?
What's wrong? What do you need help with?
I actually got into an accident on my way to work.
What?
I've been rushed to the emergency room.
Emergency room?
I'm at the hospital now.
Really? Are you okay?
They're still examining me.
But you can text in that situation?
I'm well enough to text like this.
That's something at least.
But it seems I've broken my right leg.
Broken your leg?
That's what they're saying.
But you're conscious and everything?
Yes, I'm conscious.
That's good at least.
And various parts of my body are starting to hurt more and more. I'm sorry, but could you come to the hospital? I need you to handle some of the paperwork.
The paperwork?
And listen to what the doctor has to say.
I can't do that now.
What could be more important than this matter?
I can't just drop everything like that, Emma.
But your wife is in the hospital!
You know I'm starting my graduation trip with April today.
Are you serious right now?
I'm about to meet her at Central Station. We've been planning this for weeks. You don't understand how important this is to us.
That's why I'm contacting you urgently.
But the trip...
Just cancel the trip. And come to the hospital right now!
What? Cancel? Our special trip to Florida?
Your wife has been in an accident and rushed to the emergency room.
Can't just cancel this.
That's more important than a trip, isn't it?
You don't understand how important this is.
More important than your injured wife?
We've been planning this forever.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
I can't just cancel.
Why not?
You know how much planning went into this?
I'm lying here, injured and alone.
You're at the hospital. You're not alone.
But I need my husband.
I booked a really nice hotel and everything. Same day cancellation is a 100% penalty. And April's looking forward to it, so I can't cancel.
I cannot believe what I'm hearing.
Be reasonable about this.
Reasonable? I'm in the emergency room.
The doctors are there.
They need someone to make medical decisions.
Can't your parents help?
You're my husband. You're my emergency contact.
But April...
Then I'll pay the cancellation fee, and I'll explain to April myself. Please, the pain is becoming unbearable.
The doctors will help with that.
Just this once. Prioritize me.
You're being dramatic.
Tell me you'll come to the hospital.
You really don't get it, do you?
Get what? That my husband won't come to me after an accident?
What are you saying?
That you're choosing a trip over your injured wife?
I'm your husband, but before that, I'm April's brother.
What does that even mean?
So I'll always prioritize her, my precious sister.
Over your wife in the emergency room?
Anyway, I'm going on the trip as planned.
You can't be serious.
You just lie there in the hospital by yourself. April is waiting.
She would understand.
Don't speak for my sister.
You're going to abandon your wife in this condition?
Doctors and nurses will take good care of you. It's not like me being there will make your injuries heal faster anyway.
But I need your support.
April just texted me that she's arrived at the station, so I'm going.
Kevin, please.
I'll buy you a souvenir or something, so just hang in there on your own for now.
A souvenir? While I'm in the emergency room?
See? You're well enough to be sarcastic.
I can't believe this is really happening.
You're making this bigger than it needs to be.
Bigger than it needs to be? Let me ask you one last time.
What?
You're saying you'll prioritize a trip with your sister over your wife who's been in an accident?
Yeah, today's my precious sister's graduation trip.
I see.
My time with my sister is more important than my wife.
Huh.
Well then, be good to stay quiet in the hospital.
I see.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I finally understand where I stand with you. I'm cutting ties with you as your mother.
Huh?
To think you'd neglect your wife even at a time like this. That's enough. I don't want to see my foolish son's face anymore.
What are you talking about?
Don't ever show yourself in front of Emma again. You can go wherever you want.
Wait a minute, foolish son? Mom, is that you?
Yes, it's me.
Why are you answering Emma's phone?
Because I just rushed to Emma's side.
You didn't need to do that.
Someone had to be here for her.
The doctors are there.
And I saw her crying while holding her phone with bandages still soaked in blood.
What? Blood? Is it that bad?
I saw your entire conversation.
That was private.
I saw you abandon Emma.
Abandoned? What are you talking about?
You chose a trip over your injured wife.
Mom, please listen. I just said I can't cancel last minute. I said that I would go to the hospital after the trip.
You're going after the trip? Are you listening to yourself?
It's just for a few days.
Your wife is in the emergency room.
The doctors are taking care of her. You're overreacting too.
You should be going now, not after the trip.
Mom, please understand.
You idiot son.
Why are you being like this?
Why am I arriving at the hospital before you? You should have been the first one here.
I had prior plans.
Prior plans don't matter in an emergency.
Mom, you're overreacting just like Emma. I can't disappoint April.
But you can disappoint your wife.
That's different.
How is it different?
Well, I had plans with April. While my wife is somewhat important, family and sister are important too.
Somewhat important?
You have to keep promises in order.
Keep promises in order?
Yes, first come, first served.
She's your wife.
And April's my sister.
Your wife is in the emergency room.
I made plan of April a month ago.
That doesn't matter in an emergency.
So April takes priority.
Over your injured wife?
It's Emma's fault for suddenly getting into an accident today.
Emma's fault for getting injured?
She should have been more careful. April needs me.
No, your wife is the one that needs you now.
April is waiting.
I cannot believe these words are coming from my son.
Mom, you're being unfair.
Unfair? Like abandoning your injured wife?
I'm not abandoning her.
You're choosing a vacation over her emergency.
It's not just a vacation.
So that's your answer.
What answer?
Fine then. Let's cut family ties after all.
What?
You heard me perfectly well.
You don't mean that.
Try me.
Can't be serious.
And never come back home again.
Mom, please, don't do this to me.
I'm banning you from the house for life.
You wouldn't.
Try coming back, and I'll throw a bucket of water at you.
Mom, stop joking around.
This is no joke.
You wouldn't.
I've never been more serious.
Hey, wait! Why am I being blamed here?
You're asking why?
I'm just keeping my promise to my sister.
Over your wife's emergency?
But April...
Don't be stupid.
I'm not being stupid.
In an emergency like this, everyone would prioritize their wife.
But the trip...
Think about April's feelings too in this situation.
What? April's feelings?
Even she wouldn't be happy going on a trip under these circumstances.
You don't know that.
Of course I do. I raised both of you.
So?
I know exactly how April would feel about this.
No way, that's not true.
She would be horrified to know this situation.
April was looking forward to traveling with her big brother. She would smile and say, "Thank you, brother, I love you."
At the cost of abandoning Emma?
I just want to be a good brother to April.
By being a terrible husband to your wife?
I'm not terrible.
What would you call this then?
You don't understand our strong bond.
My goodness, I had no idea your sister complex was this severe.
What? I don't have a complex.
Well, do whatever you want then.
I will.
But remember, once you make a choice, you won't be able to take it back.
What do you mean?
You're choosing right now
Choosing what?
between your sister and your wife.
That's not fair.
Life isn't fair,
You can't make me choose between them.
but choices have consequences.
Han, please.
I'm done with this conversation.
Wait!
Just make your choice.
Emma, I just canceled the trip.
Huh?
I canceled everything.
Everything?
I called the airport and hotel and canceled everything.
Really?
I'm heading to the hospital now, so wait for me.
Now you want to come?
Of course I do.
What changed?
I'm coming there right now.
After saying you wouldn't?
I'll be there in 20 minutes. Are your injuries okay?
So now you care?
Are you still in pain somewhere? Don't worry, I'm heading to the hospital.
The time to worry about my pain was an hour ago. What made you change your mind?
I was wrong before.
Were you really?
I made a mistake.
Or did someone make you realize you were wrong?
I realized it myself.
Really?
I was stupid.
Just like that?
Please let me come see you.
What's gotten into you suddenly? What about your precious trip with April?
I canceled it.
Just like that?
Is it really okay to cancel? Yes, I canceled everything. The flights, the hotel, everything. I've calmed down a bit now. I realized I need to treat my wife better sometimes. You must be feeling vulnerable after getting injured. Your loving husband is on his way, so just wait a little longer.
I don't want you here anymore. I've asked Margaret to put you on the no visitor list, so please, don't bother to come here.
What? No visitors? But I'm your husband. I'm your family. I have the right to visit you.
My blood pressure rises just from anger when you're around. I've been told to take a rest, so please, really, don't come.
Don't be so cold, Emma. If I can't see you, I have to cut ties with April too. So please, I'm begging you, just lift the visitor ban.
What?
I'm seriously in a taxi heading there right now. When I get to the hospital, I'll stay by your side and take care of you. I promise to put you first no matter what. So please don't abandon me.
Wait a minute, what's this all about? What do you mean about cutting ties with April?
Well, I met up with April at the station. But she said she wasn't in the mood for the trip anymore. Apparently, Mom had already told her about your accident. Then she said, "It's super creepy how you said you prioritized me over your wife." April, she's never called me creepy before.
Really? April said that? But she's always been so attached to you, always calling you Big Brother affectionately.
I know! My angel-like adorable April called me creepy. She looked at me with such cold eyes. I've never seen her like that. She said, "You're too creepy. I don't want to see you anymore. Let's cut ties."
She said all that? I see. So that's what it took to change your mind.
I even booked a luxury hotel for April. I tried telling her I prioritized her over my wife because I was thinking of her. But she said I never asked for that. It's just annoying. She brought the designer bag I gave her recently and said, "I only brought this to return it."
What? She returned that luxury designer bag?
She said weird rumors were spreading because of the bag I gave her.
What kind of rumors?
Like she must be working nights or some older man bought it for her.
Well, that's to be expected these days. A $3,000 designer bag is inappropriate for a college student.
But I just wanted her to have nice things. She said it's my fault she's getting these suspicious looks, and it's causing her trouble. She said straight up that it's not even her style, and she has no occasion to use it. That it's just wasteful to keep it.
April's surprisingly direct now. This is quite different from her usual Big Brother's biggest fan persona.
She's never talked to me like this before.
Maybe she's been wanting to say it for a while.
She used to adore me.
Or maybe just pretend to.
I've never seen April like this either. She always used to smile and say how much she loved her big brother.
People grow up, Kevin. Accept the reality.
But now she's saying I'm becoming a working adult. Stop being so overbearing. A man who neglects his wife is unacceptable as a brother and as a man. She said I'm completely disillusioned with you as a brother.
She has a point there.
She said she'll cut ties with me if I don't rush to your side now.
Oh, April.
She told me a lot of things. That while she appreciates the affection, I spent too much money on her. That prioritizing her over my wife is overwhelming and just annoying. That she's moving in with her boyfriend, so she wants me to stay away for good.
Moving in with her boyfriend? Oh my, April had a boyfriend?
She said she's moving in with him when she starts her job. And that my sister complex is excessive, so she wants me to stay away forever.
So April was troubled by you too. I've been misunderstanding everything.
Emma, I'm really sorry about earlier. I finally realized what's most important. The person I should prioritize most is you, my wife. I'm so sorry for neglecting you all this time.
Thanks, Kevin. You finally understand. But you know what? It's too late now. I've prepared divorce papers, so let's end this.
What?
You read correctly.
Divorce papers? How?
I asked Margaret to bring them.
Mom brought divorce papers?
Apparently, there's a city hall near the hospital. She brought the divorce papers in just a few minutes.
Wait a minute. You're joking, right? You're just saying this to make me reflect more?
Do I sound like I'm joking?
Can't be serious.
I've never been more serious. And Margaret has already signed as a witness.
Mom did?
She was quite eager to help, actually.
She wouldn't. But we can work this out.
No, there's nothing left to work out with you.
We can still fix this.
I've already made my decision, and I won't change it.
Please, let's talk about this.
We're talking now. I didn't expect her to come here, but it helps. I'll leave them at the nurse's station, so please sign them quietly. I still don't want to see you, so please respect the visiting restriction.
You can't be serious about this.
No, I mean it.
But I came back.
After choosing to leave first.
Wait, please. I don't want a divorce. I finally changed my ways. I promise I'll prioritize you from now on. Please, I'm begging you. We'll talk about divorce. Please reconsider.
Changed your ways? Because April rejected you?
That's not why.
Then why?
Because I love you.
Love me enough to abandon me in the hospital? It's all too late now. You made your choice to prioritize your precious sister over your wife who had just been in an accident. That's when all my love and feelings for you went cold.
No.
Margaret should be waiting in the hospital lobby. Well then, I'm going to take another nap, so just follow Margaret's instructions. I hope when I wake up, this divorce will be finalized. After I slept soundly for a full 24 hours, I woke up to find that Margaret had already submitted the divorce papers on my behalf. And my divorce from Kevin was finalized. It seems Margaret had also worked out the details of compensation and property division with Kevin. I got to keep the house and most of our savings. Later, Margaret brought April to visit me at the hospital, and it turned out April really hadn't known anything. She was in tears, saying, "I'm so sorry for being naive and just accepting brother's attention all this time. I had no idea you were being sacrificed." As for Kevin, he couldn't return home, and his beloved April told him, "I'm blocking you, brother," and cut off all contact.